Top of the top, off your back and on your feet. It's each one teach one, ain't no time to sleep. It's your boy Big Mac from Bonafide, live and direct from my sacred space, aka my mobile office, aka my home away from home, aka my big rig. You already know. We in here. You already know what I'm talking about, man. Want to thank the Most High for waking me up this morning, giving me breath in my lungs. Because you know somebody didn't wake up this morning. It's better to be on this side of the soil than the other side of the soil. Or so some may say. Hey, but listen, man, I wanted to come before y'all. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. I just wanted to drop this message on y'all because I've been listening to all sorts of arguments, all sorts of conversations, all sorts of points of views. Contrary to popular belief, I do not just converse with people who agree with me. I actually enjoy conversing with people who do not agree with me and who can firmly stand on what they believe, even though it may differ from my opinion or what I believe to be a fact. Through one of those conversations, I just wanted to drop this message on some of y'all. Some of y'all might not know how to say it, but I want you to understand that the system is not broken. It is working exactly as it was designed. I'm going to say it again, and I want you to catch this. The system is not broken. It is working exactly as the design. I had to turn the heat down because it's cold out here too, man. I'm in North Carolina right now, and it's colder than I've ever seen it be, man. You know, probably because of that split polar vortex I was telling y'all about a couple of weeks ago, and y'all been hearing the weathermen and weather women talk about it in recent days. Gonna be a pretty nasty snowstorm. All my truck drivers, I want y'all to drive safe out there. Go back to my videos. Remember I told y'all about having the driveway heat, the pre-stone, the pellets, your foldable shovel, everything like that. But getting back to the subject at hand. Perfection is selected, so I'm gonna let them understand from a truck driver's perspective. Listen, man, the system is not broken. It's working exactly as it was designed to. What do I mean when I say that? You hear people talking all the time about how we have to fix the system, the criminal justice system, the financial system. Listen, it's not broken. It was never designed for you to win. I'm gonna say it again. It was never designed for you to win. So the fact that most of us are on the losing end right now means that the system is working as it was designed to work. What they did not plan on was you waking up every morning, putting in that work to go against all odds and to beat what the statistics say. They didn't count on you waking up every morning and saying, I'm gonna go work out because I know that having my body in prime shape is gonna propel me forward to meeting my goals. They did not count on you saying, I'm gonna open up this book and read even though I don't feel like it right now, because exercising my mind and putting some knowledge is gonna help me grow in the areas that I seem to be weak in. They did not count on you saying, I'm gonna be a better man, woman, or child today than I was yesterday because somebody said that I couldn't do it. See, the system, the Matrix didn't count on Neo. The Matrix did not count on Neo. I just came to tell you this morning, if you're wasting your time trying to figure out how to fix a broken system, stop wasting your time because the system is not broke. It's working exactly the way they designed it to. I'm telling you, you need to figure out how you are going to rage against the machine and stop falling in line with the things that they have already subscribed and prescribed you to. You are going to have to unplug from the Matrix and go your own way. You're going to have to buy your own land. You're going to have to plant your own food. You're going to have to build your own businesses. You're going to have to restructure your family. We're going through a little thing right now in my family, man, where the fight is real. The fight is real. Don't you know that the first one through the door is always the one that gets shot? And if you come in talking about you gonna break some chains, if you come in talking about you gonna do something different, if you come in talking about you gonna take this family in a different direction, don't you know that your head is gonna be on the chopping block because you're doing something that people have never done before. You're doing something that people have never done before. And the thing about us as black people is we're lazy. And when I say we're lazy, I don't mean we're lazy like we won't go and go to work every day. Of course we'll go to work every day. 400 years of free labor shows you that we will work every day to make somebody else rich. We will work every day within somebody else's structure. We will work every day within someone else's system, but the laziness comes from the lack of motivation, the lack of intuition. Is it intuition? I don't know the word I'm trying to use. It begins with the I. We don't have our own intuitiveness. I guess that's what you're trying to say. I don't know. But we don't want to create our own system. We'd rather work within yours and complain about yours than putting the work in of tearing down all of the strongholds, all of the footholds, tearing down all of the false ideologies and false equivalencies that we have been born, bred, and led to espouse. We don't want to have to put in the work to tear that down and then build that up. I don't know if I told y'all on the extended version of my podcast. These are just my words to win by, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I told y'all on the extended version of my podcast, but I remember when we first brought the house, man, in the basement, it was a funky ass smell down there. Funky ass smell. And when I got the guys, I shout out to my boy Pablo and Jose. I got them from Home Depot. You know, out where I'm from, the Mexicans just be out there and they waiting to get work, man. I don't understand how they can do it, but we can't. But that's a whole nother story. But I went and got them guys, and I thought all they was gonna have to do was put the laminate flooring on top of the flooring. Bruh peeled back the floor, started taking up. He said, yo, your whole wood is rotting down here, because they had a pipe bust, which the former homeowner told me about. They had a pipe bust years ago, but they never let the basement properly dry out. So here it was, the water had just sat up under there and rotted the wood, and they had to take out everything. They had to take out all of the planks. They had to take out the plywood. They had to take out the supporting 2x4s. They had to take out everything. Now me, I'm just a truck driver. I'm not a construction worker. So I never even knew that's what went into building the floor on the foundation of the house in the basement. I never knew that's what it looked like. I just thought that the floor became the floor. I thought some magical L's was up under there holding it. I don't know what the hell I thought, but I never thought that it looked like that up under there, right? And they took out all this wood, and you start seeing all the nasty shit up under there. You start seeing, I'm like, damn, it probably was a whole civilization of rodents or rat or rodents, some shit, some bugs or some shit up under there, right? Because I'm like, yo, it's disgusting, right? And that's the part that's where we lazy at. See, we don't want to have to pull up the floor of our foundation, because it's some nasty, grimy, sticky, icky bullshit up under there that we don't want to have to look at. We don't want to have to take down. We don't want to have to go through the healing process of looking at that shit, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We want to just present our representative to the world and say, hey man, I'm as good as I think I am and as good as I look to you, not knowing that at the foundation under our floor is some bullshit. So we don't want to have to do that work. It was a little bit more expensive than they told me it would be, and it took a little bit more time than what they told me it would take. I was a little annoyed because I thought I was going to enjoy these new floors ASAP. But my wife was at work. I thought I was going to enjoy I was going to put the smile on her face that day. And I was going to be able to see how she looked when she came in and seen the floors all done. Sometimes progress is a slow process. But I ain't got nothing but time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the first part we lazy at. We don't want to do the deconstruction, the demolition. The Bible say there's a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to live and a time to kill. See, we don't want to do the killing. That's what come first before the living, the killing. Every month, a woman, her eggs flow up out of her. I don't know if it's thousands or hundreds. You a woman out there, you can tell me, but that's the killing. Before the living. Why? Because it's after that she is most fertile. Yeah. You put that thing up in there, get the fallopian tube. Yeah, you know the reproduction process. But it's after the death that life can be brought forth. Don't you know that a woman's most dangerous time in her life is when she's giving childbirth? Or y'all don't understand that a woman, every time she give birth to your child, she's risking her life because she can literally die from bringing forth your life. Yeah. The killing come before the living. The destruction come before the construction. Because construction just means with structure. Destruction means to unstructure. We got to unstructure some shit, destruct, before we can construct some shit. Structure, right? And then the second part is we don't want to go through the work of building, man. We don't want to build after we done spent all that energy and time destroying. We don't want to be the ones that have to build, bruh. Well, this is where the teamwork make the dream work, because you don't have to do it on your own. Yes, God put everything within you, everything inside of you to get the mission completed, but you don't have to do it on your own. That's why they say it take a village to raise a child. It ain't no I in team, ain't no I in we. Because we got to get this thing done together. Together, everybody achieves more. Y'all know all of those fancy ass sayings and everything like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not talking to no people that don't know. I'm talking to a people who have not yet put their hands to the plow and committed to doing the work, whatever the work may be. But that's why you got to start selectively choosing who can be around you. See, you can't have people, you're not in middle school anymore. You can't have people around you that are just cool. You understand what I'm saying? You can't have people around you just because you like them. Everybody got to play a position. Because see, now we on our mission. Now we on our purpose. We not just living to live anymore. We living to prosper, to grow, to profit, to so that the world will know that we were here. Right? So after we get all that, here's the most important thing, bruh. You can't quit. You can't quit. After you done weighed the pros and the cons and you done sat down and looked and said, okay, this is what we gonna do, you can't quit. You got to have the tenacity and the fortitude of a person who contracts multiple sclerosis 10 months after they get married, who raises 2 sons and is more and loses his sight and is more of a man, more of a husband, more of a father to his family than most of you suckers out here who ain't got MS and who got both of your eyes. Yeah, I'm talking about my brother Corey. Shout out to my brother Corey, man. Happy birthday. He just turned 40. I think my brother been down bad 10 years. But guess what? That brother that just got his degree in sociology, right? He is more of a father to his 2 sons than most of you suckers will ever be. And he did all of this while being blind, being married to a woman who took care of him 10 months after I believe it was 10 months after they got married. And she didn't conk out, and neither did he quit. You got to look at your sick family members that get up every day, even though their situation might not get better. They don't quit. They are bound to wheelchairs, but they don't quit. They don't just lay in their bed and quit. That's the tenacity, the fortitude you got to have. My nephew Josh, shout out to my nephew Josh, man. He was just bedridden. That MS kicked up on him something terrible, man. Young kid, bro. Josh ain't even 35. I think he might be 35. I don't know. But he's in his 30s. He contracted MS when he was a teenager. They got the what's them things? The article about him. Young football star, handsome young man. Got that good hair. He a poppy. He Puerto Rican. That shit couldn't keep him down. That shit couldn't keep. See, when I look around me, man, God put them type of people around me to encourage me. Because when I look at Josh, I seen Josh got with the beach body, I think it is. And that joker was in the backyard during the quarantine. He came up. Yes, he was working a full-time job with MS. And there's sometimes where his MS flare up on him so bad he can't even walk. He got to be in a wheelchair, or he get bedridden. They got to give him steroids so he could just be able to stand up. And you suckers is out here complaining about a damn system that wasn't even designed for you to win. And you can't be creative enough to figure out a way to win in spite of the odds. And he gets up every day, work a full-time job, then come home and he got the audacity. This nigga got the unmitigated gall to want to go train somebody to be in shape, to be fit. Got them biceps all bulging out. He got the audacity with his sickness to still succeed. And you telling me that he can succeed against some shit that ain't man-made, against some shit that he has no control over, and you sitting here talking about a system is broke that was designed to keep you down, and you can't win in spite of it? Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. Look around you. Take encouragement and energy from wherever you got to get it from and figure out the way to climb out of this hole that you've been in, this depression, this anxiety that's been kicking your ass. You have to find out a way to get out of there, because the system is not broken. It is working exactly as it was designed. The only question is, how hard are you willing to fight? It's your boy Big Mac from Bonafide. I love y'all. Stay alert, stay attentive, stay alive. I'm out.